Puerto Rico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. COVID-19.
Penix gonna throw right away. This one complete to Washington. And he's gonna be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Penix. To the outside. Catch made by London. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
A gain of 14. And a Falcon first down.
From the gun, here is Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
Again, it's Penix. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Let's go. Hawk 7.
Penix on third down. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
9 yards.
I love this play call. I mean, what is everyone in the stadium thinking you're going to do, Mike, on 3rd and inches? They think you're going to run, but what do? They go the opposite direction, go with the quick game through the air, and they keep this drive alive.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first. Tyler Algier. Touchdown Falcons. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. I'll go on, 80. Spice Hut.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. Whoa! Oh, big hole left side. And he will go all the way. Brashard Smith, touchdown Chiefs. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. It's Penix. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go, sack. 72 rule.
Now Penix. Intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Defensively on 3rd down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing a turnover?
This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
We see this so often. They call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. In this case, the defense was ready for it and falls incomplete.
And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Chiefs first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Out
of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
15.
Mahomes now to throw again. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Chiefs extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's caught. It's Charlie Warner, the tight end. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
15 yards.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
To throw again, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. Uh-oh. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the 1st.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Penix. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Schrader's kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit down to 1.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. Hey, 57, 57.
So we get this on the ground with Smith. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Follow these two. Follow these two. Go on, Eddie.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Yellow, yellow. On, Eddie. Attacking, attack.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes forced to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
43! Attack, attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 19-yard line.
To throw is Penix. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the streak.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and It's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Mahomes. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Shotgun snap and the one up with Smith. The ball comes out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage. And I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself. And in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now it's second and 1. From the gun, here is Penix. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A give, and here comes Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll throw. It's Penix. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will score. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Yellow. 0-15.
Patrick to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
That's hard! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Big play for KC. It's a gain of 49. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side, and here's Smith. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
3rd down and 9.
Yellow. 180. Hey, 43.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut into that lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, is Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
London. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Banks' pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Billy Bowman on the coverage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a run with Smith. He gets free. And he will score. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, KC. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So we reached the intermission. It was an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to start the drive, and here is Smith. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for a
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's complete to Royal. He's taken down just shy of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Smith. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
3rd down and 9.
Yellow. Yellow. 40. Hey, yellow, go. 15.
Now, Mahomes. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Now Penix. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one's good for 26 yards.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On 2nd down, Penix. To the right, that's Pitts. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Chris Jones. He's able to register the sack, closing in on the century mark, number 99 in his great career. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 43.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Forced out left. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down. He's got that first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
First down throw, Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
15.
Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. 22 yards for pickup there. First down, KC.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up the big game.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's good.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Chiefs will up the lead to 5.
Makes the score. Chiefs 27. Falcons 22.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll throw. It's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He'll He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Mahomes looking to throw on second. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And that'll be a gain in 9, but nowhere close to the markers. It'll bring up 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the lefty panics on 1st down. Open man, he's got it. It's London. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Outside, that's Robinson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
19-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's hard. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line.
6-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the 1st of their 3 timeouts for the half. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's going to make his way out of bounds. That did not work as planned. Good size loss to take on 1st down. Mahomes now on second down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Third and long for Mahomes. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
43, 15.
Give up the middle to Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.